Hi all, and thanks for visiting and watching this week's episode of Eatin Out in Vegas. I'd like to give a shout out to Alligator, who was listening last week and decided to give me some helpful hints for filming. She wanted to suggest that I do landscaping. So if you guys preferred this one, please leave some feedback and let me know. If you prefer the other one, let me know. I'm more than willing to accommodate whichever one you guys think is best for your viewing pleasure. As I mentioned in last week's video, we were going to try Restaurant Week out in Boulder City. Boulder City is about 30 minutes outside of Las Vegas. Quaint, tiny little town, about 15,000 people. If you've never had the opportunity to visit Hoover Dam, this would be the perfect opportunity to plan a day trip, go out there, see the dam, and then visit Vinny's Pizzaria. They're open 7 days a week for dinner, and you can now get lunch Thursday through Saturday. Upon first visiting, we thought it was a little on the small side. There's some short tables, some taller tables with bar stools, and then there's an actual bar for seating, some flat screen TVs. And we thought, it was small, but it could probably get packed pretty easy. However, while we were there was a party of 20 that came in, and they were seated in a back room. So the place is obviously a lot bigger than what we expected. And they're able to accommodate larger parties and do events and such. So that's a nice bonus to finding out that it's a lot bigger than what we thought. So where to start? Well, the food. Oh, my delicious goodness. The food. For Restaurant Week, what they did was they did a menu where you had two choices for a first course, two different choices to choose from for a second course, and then two choices to choose from for the third course. The first course was your appetizer, and you could choose either the bruschetta or the antipasta. Since it was my husband and I, and all of the food was something that we would eat, we went ahead and we tried one of everything and just did it like family style. So the antipasta salad. I will tell you, I'm normally not a huge fan of something of this nature. However, this was amazing. It opened my eyes, my taste buds to a whole new experience, something that I'm even willing to consider trying to incorporate in some of our food at home. I'm not a fan of olives. This had in it lettuce, tomato, it had black and green olives, pepperoni, ham, sausage, and cheese. And then you could have your choice of dressing with it. We chose an Italian dressing. And when they brought out the dressing, they brought out actually two different dressings. One was your normal looking Italian, and then the other was, it looked like a red Italian. So we had asked the chef what the difference was between the two, and the one that was red, he added a flavored olive oil to it. I have to say, it was very good. So he essentially made his own Italian dressing to put with this salad. And again, like I said, I'm not a fan of olives, but these olives and the way that he incorporated all the different ingredients complemented each other, and it was really good. I would not have chosen normally to eat it that way, or I would have normally chosen to pick out the olives. But I'm glad I didn't, because like I said, it opened up new choices for me. Now, the other appetizer was the bruschetta. And again, this was even different. This had a little bit of a twist on it. Normally I'm used to the hard toast points with the tomatoes kind of drenched in Italian dressing and maybe some parsley or something like that sprinkled on it. Well, this was kind of your normal bruschetta, but then he had melted cheese on top of it, and he served it with a marinara. And wow, I would have never thought that you could have that kind of combo. And it was good with or without. It didn't matter. You could use it with the marinara or choose it without it. It was equally good both ways. Then on to the second course. The second course, you were able to choose from lasagna or a bacon and mushroom baked spaghetti. Wow, let me tell you, again, opened up new things for me. I think I now want to incorporate bacon into my spaghetti all the time now. I've never had that before. It was perfect. It was fantastic. It also had tons of cheese on it. Like I said, it was your spaghetti with your sauce and then mushrooms and bacon and the shredded cheese on it. And then they throw it in the oven and it gets all bubbly and gooey and just wonderful. And then the lasagna, when I tried my husband's lasagna, the noodles were different. Thought, wow, these aren't your box noodles. These tasted homemade. So we asked the waitress, and she happened to be new, so she didn't have a whole lot of knowledge yet since she had just started there. So she went, she asked the chef again. So I'm sure they were getting suspicious at this point why we kept asking so many questions, or why she had to keep going to the chef and asking questions. But so she went back there and she asked him about the noodles, and they are homemade. He used to make his own noodles, but now he buys them fresh, but they are fresh noodles. So they're not your hard noodles out of the box that, they were wonderful. They were thick. They just had a better flavor than when you just make it at home with, your typical lasagna noodles. So again, another A+ on the menu of things to try. Then we made it to dessert. Dessert was your choice of either a cannoli, which, again, fantastic, or tiramisu. And the tiramisu, the presentation was wonderful. The taste was wonderful. I can't say enough nice things about this place. As far as the food was top notch. So, we're definitely looking forward to going back there. My one concern for covering a restaurant week menu item was that a lot of times during restaurant week, especially out here in Vegas, they tend to put special things on the menu that they normally wouldn't make, or that is something that they would only feature maybe at that time of year. So I was worried that by doing the video with featuring this, that they may not have it on the menu. But we did check with them before we left, and all of these items are available on the menu. The only one you will not see on the menu is the tiramisu, but I am told all you have to do is ask, and more than likely they will have it. As far as the service, top notch. They were very attentive. They didn't hover, but yet you didn't have to ask for your drink to be refilled. You didn't have to ask for the plates to be taken off the table. They'd come, they'd check. When they'd ask you if you were doing okay, they made sure you didn't have food in your mouth when they asked. So that's always a plus. Again, they were just all very friendly, very accommodating, and you definitely will not leave hungry. That is for sure. So, thanks again for watching. I'm hoping, you'll take a visit down to Boulder City, try out Vinny's, see what you like, maybe try out a few sites. If you want to learn more about the different things and places and what not to do in Boulder City, you can go online and go to visitbouldercity.com, and it will give you a whole list of different stuff to do. Next week's video, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and go and see, find a restaurant over in the Centennials Hills area. That was a suggestion from one of the viewers that they'd like something over in that area, which is over in the Northwest Vegas Valley area. So again, thanks. Please share the video. Don't forget to hit that bell so you get notifications, and tune in next week and see what else we're able to show you as a hopefully a wonderful dining experience. Thanks.